Hi everybody, and this is the second part of my video on favorite Twilight Zone episodes, and this video focuses on season 2. And I've got 10 favorites here to talk to you about. At number 10, the Rip Van Winkle caper, and it's about these 4 criminals who steal bars of gold, and they decide to cryogenically freeze themselves, and they wake up hundreds of years later. One of the criminals gets killed off when a rock hits his sleeping chamber, and another one of the criminals gets killed off, which leads to the other 2 men, and the guy starts to turn on the leader of the gang. Whenever he gets thirsty for a drink of water, he has to offer his bar of gold to the guy until towards the end of the episode, when he hits him over the head with it and he ends up dying of thirst. And the most memorable scene in that episode is when he comes across these 2 people in this machine that reminds me of the land speeder from Star Wars, and he offers them a bar of gold. At number 9, a thing about machines, another favorite, and this magazine critic mistreats his electrical equipment, TVs, clocks, whatever, until one day revenge is brought on upon him. There's one scene where he watches TV, and this mariachi dancer says, "Why don't you get out of here, Finchley?" And then there's a really funny scene where his electric razor comes down and attempts to attack him, and towards the end of the episode, his car comes after him, and it's a true classic. At number 8, Nick of Time, and this is one of 2 episodes that William Shatner was in, and this is about this couple who lands in this town in Ohio en route to California, and they have car trouble, and they come across this thing, a fortune-telling machine with a devil's head, and the fortunes seem to come true for them. At number 7, a most unusual camera, about this husband and wife thieves who steal stuff from this antique store, and they steal this camera which takes pictures into the future. At number 6, the Odyssey of Flight 33, about this pilots and passengers of this airplane flight which goes back in time. In one scene they go back to where the dinosaurs were at, and then they also go back to the World's Fair. At number 5, 100 Yards Over the Rim, and in this one, this bunch of settlers from the 1800s attempts to go to California, and the guy's son is seriously ill, and he attempts to find help in medicine, and he ends up in early 60s New Mexico with power lines and trucks. At number 4, The Obsolete Man, and this is another one with Burgess Meredith. I kind of made a faux pas in the first one with season 1 with Time Enough at Last, where he's a librarian in that episode when in fact he's a bookkeeper. But in this one, he's a librarian accused of obsoletism, and the most memorable scene in that movie is when the Chancellor, played by Fritz Weaver, ends up being charged with obsoletism. At number 3, Will the Real Martian Please Stand Up, about this diner full of customers from this bus, and these state troopers hear about a UFO landing, and they want to know, they figure out which one is the Martian, and the ending of that is memorable with the customer with the extra arms and the short order cook with the eye in the middle of his head being Martians. At number 2, The Invaders, and this is a silent episode, and it's also a classic to me, and it's got Agnes Moorehead as this farm woman in this farmhouse, and she starts being attacked by Martians. And at number 1, and one of my favorites, Eye of the Beholder, and this one has Donna Douglas as this facelift patient who's all bandaged up, and the doctors and nurses are all shadowed, and she starts going crazy and wants to have the bandages taken off of her, and it turns out that she wanted to be like the people in the hospital with these like distorted pig faces, and she comes out all beautiful and normal. That's all for this video here. Season 3 and 4 will be coming up soon. Definitely season 4, I've got 2 favorites, because the 4th episode was not really that much of a favorite of mine. There was always like 2 episodes from that season that I liked. Until then, Ron here saying take care and see ya, and comment and like.